A leader can be so much more, like you say, be someone who's being themselves, like you say, you go against the grain. And it may not be defined as a leader if you look in Webster's dictionary, but it's still what's right, you know what I'm saying? You being yourself, you're doing what you got to do, and you sticking to the grain. But also, and he caution, when you also tell people that and you spit knowledge, you have to try to be ambiguous with it. Don't just sit and tell me something and tell me you right and I'm not right. You have to listen, be ambiguous. You got to go both ways. And you do have to work on that, being straight over with you. Because it's all about emotions. You got to manage emotions. That's a huge key if you talking about a positive leader. Managing emotions, because I have a big problem with that. Daniel's saying this just weekend. Daniel was a leader, you know what I'm saying? I got he came, took him in his wing. Yo, Devontae, be cool, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. A leader, it's a good leader, it's a bad leader. But let's not make a leader be this grandeur title. A leader is a title. That's what it is. A teacher is a title, but you have good teachers, you have bad teachers. A father is a title. You have good fathers, you have bad fathers. Period.
There's like nobody else I know above my grade besides me and Zell that are the TCOM majors. None. There's no program. There's no people that seek to find us. You know what I'm saying? To get started in the wing. There's nobody in poli-sci. I knew nobody. There was a minority in poli-sci that was a major when that was my major. I knew no one. So it's kind of like it takes. We got to take it upon ourselves, kind of how Chris kind of took me, you know what I'm saying, and took somebody under their wing, or take somebody under their wing and say, what are you doing, young man, you know what I'm saying, what's this class, what are you taking, where's your head at, how your grades, what's your GPA, because that's a question that we don't get asked a lot, you know what I'm saying, what's your GPA, you know what I mean, so what's your GPA, what's it looking like, what's your CUNY trying to be, what are you trying to do next year, you thought about doing retakes, me and Javante was talking about retakes today, you know what I'm saying, so it takes us as students and us as young men, before we get to the faculty level, before we get our diplomas, to step up and be leaders for these young dudes that are coming up. Because I'm young myself, but I got a couple of dudes I talk to, you know what I'm saying? So if everybody else could just take at least one person under their wing, even if your major, your residence hall, whatever, and be a mentor to that person, and I bet you next year it'll be a little bit better.
We all got our heroes. We got the Harriet Tubman, the Malcolm X, and the people, Martin Luther King. It was always somebody that was with them that was telling them, no, you shouldn't do this. No, maybe if you do that boycott. No, Malcolm, if you do go out there and do that speech, I don't think you should do that. I think you should hold yourself back. But for you, what is your blessing? Why are you doing this? Why are you part of the organization? And your burden is for you. Everybody can't speak for what you're going through right now, but everybody sees that there's a problem going on. And what do you have to fight with every night that you go to sleep? I think we all seen the Malcolm X movie. We seen where the separation was with the Nation of Islam, and Malcolm was starting to become his own individual, and he didn't go with the group. You find out what your blessing is and what your burden is, and then you go with it. Because like he said, you never know who's looking at you. And at the end of the day, if you can pull somebody up, going up with you, hey, you're doing the right thing. So just stick with that. Know what your blessing, know what your burden is.
Everybody in here know that I play basketball. So you got to think of a situation like this. Somebody has it worse than you do. And when I say I'm using myself, because I came into college being labeled. Everybody knows what athletes are labeled as. I don't even need to say it. I'm sure I can ask anybody in here, and they can say athletes are labeled as hoes. Like, what did I do? And when you just told me that you was in the library studying, you know, and you got to hear it. Oh, I didn't know Kappa study. I hear that all day, even in high school. I ain't know athletes take their own tests. I ain't know they do all this and do that. So you know what I'm saying? Every time I step on the court, I think about somebody who doesn't have the opportunity.
Like, we got our goals, we got our New Year's resolutions, whatnot. But then, like, it's a whole nother thing. Like, when we try to do it, we not prepared to do it. So, like, when tomorrow comes around, like, we're still doing the same things. We have, like, lack of preparation for what we're trying to do. So, it's kind of hard. Like me being an architect student, like, it's easy to procrastinate. We got a lot of work. So, like, a lot of people just, like, push everything off to, like, the day before this big project is due, instead of, like, working on it in increments and, like, getting it done like that. So it's kind of hard to, like, you know, prepare yourself how I'm going to, you know, start doing this earlier, you know, how I'm going to prepare and get this project done a little bit earlier so I can chill or whatever. It's just like sometimes you don't know what to do. Like, you have an idea of what you want to do, but you don't know how to go about doing it, you know what I mean? So that's kind of why, like, you know, we have our goals, but then every day is the same thing.
freshman year, junior years, and so forth. This is just a happy median and how you come in, and this is basically how God perceives a woman, right? So you're not good, you're not bad, you're not anything, definitely not white. That's just because we don't know y'all. Don't take offense to it. But and this is just how we view women. So for the girls that actually come in, and let's just say you at every party and things like that, you're not really focused on your books. The stock is really probably just gonna fall just a little bit. Let's just say you at every party, and not only are you at every party, but you just sloppy drunk at every party. Hey, we all know it's people like that.
And at the after party, and you
So then your stuff is gonna fall just a little bit more. Let's say your sophomore year, you still wilding out, but now you're having sexual intercourse with them. It's gonna spread as far as your business. As much as we like to think that things is gonna be low key, realistically, typically it's not. So the sophomore year, people hear that you actually have a sexual intercourse, it falls just a little bit lower and things like that. Then we hear maybe that you're talking to this guy, and then you're talking to this guy also. Not that you having sex with both of them, but that you actually on some player type stuff. It's not gonna fall just a little bit. Now let's just say your junior year, all right, you had your fun in college and everything like that. Now it's just actually time to focus.
Yeah, it's really easy to say you can't change somebody, but as women we have such a caring and nurturing spirit that it's so difficult not to want to, try to make somebody better and try to, I can save them, I can make them better, I can, if I stick around a little longer, it'll get better and this, that, and the other. And I think that's something that's just within us to want to do that and to want to care for people and to help people and to take them along the path, along the path and what they're going.
Just like you were saying with females, where they may have had their heart broken. I think like you were saying over there, and they may become something that they weren't previously. I think the same thing happens with men. Like Tupac told a story about when he was like 17. He said he saw a whole bunch of men that wasn't trying to do nothing. So he said he's gonna be a gentleman. He's going to treat his woman right, he's going to hold the door open, he's going to take her out, he's going to pay for everything, do everything he thinks a man is supposed to do. And that woman broke his heart, and he ended up making her get around, because he took a different perspective on women. He said some women are queens, some women ain't shit. He changed, so you saw how he became a lot more misogynistic as his career went on, because a lot of women he was dealing with was in it for the money, and they was in it for the wrong thing, so his perception of women changed too.
I feel like even if the woman in the situation isn't strong herself, if she surrounds herself with strong people, it doesn't matter what point of that part of the diagram is on, because they can influence her and help her make the right decision regardless of where it's at. Because even if it starts back over, if she gets back into it again, they can be like, look, you did this already. You just need to break it off. Just leave it alone.
Traumatic event will it take them near death. Sometimes sometimes it just takes you getting beat over and over again to realize, to you in the hospital sometimes, till you realize he's gonna kill me if I don't leave. Or some other times, you might get pregnant by him or something. I don't want my child going through this, so I really need to leave this time and not ever come back again.
I've seen situations where a woman stays with a man, goes through all types of stuff just because she feels that nobody else wants her. Or that because I've gotten this, I've been with this man for so long, and nobody else gonna want me, or they're afraid to start over. I feel like if a woman knew her worth, she would know that if a man is treating her he's treating her this way, she deserves somebody else better. And regardless of how he's treating her, you never know who's out there looking at you. Like, you ever heard the saying, don't frown because you never know who's falling in love with your smile? I feel like that's a big deal.
Let's just say she's on her stuff. She's really not partying like that. She's on her business. She goes up just a little bit. Then she knows what she want to do. She's not messing around with no niggas. She's focused. She's up and busy. Then this girl, she's actually involved on campus. She's getting into her. She's handling her business. She's a bad beat. Bad chick. She goes up. You know what I mean? And her stock is going to continue to rise, actually to the point where she's at the wifey level, and any real man is gonna want a woman up here and not a woman down here. So my whole point is you need to stop messing with dudes that's trying to keep you down here and start messing with the dudes that's trying to get you up here, you feel me? Because any dude, when it's all said and done, when he's trying to settle down, is gonna want a woman that's up here and not no woman that's down here. And that's just really my whole thing.
My name's Austin Gammons. I'm the Public Relations Chair for Men of Color. I would say Men of Color really helps me out because I'm able to go there and learn and hear from older black males that are very sophisticated, know how to articulate, know really how to speak what's on their mind, and some things that they talk about are things that are on my mind. But hearing them explain it kind of helped me get it off my chest, helps me learn. I'm able to learn and take a lot from Men of Color. Even though I'm on the exec board, I'm still a student here at Men of Color meetings, and I'm just trying to do better and learn and grow. And Men of Color helps me and allows me to do that.
My name is Chris McBride. I'm the president of Men of Color. Men of Color basically just provides an environment to where we can come together and just be unified. We can come together and support each other, be there for each other, kind of a stepping stone to get you to where you want to be in your career, help you figure out where you want to be. A few questions that Men of Color help you answer is who am I, where am I going, and how will I get there. Men of Color is just really trying to just better the blacks and within the black males here at Ball State and also in our community, possibly the world. We're just really just trying to grind and make sure we attack everything with a sense of urgency, knowing that nobody is going to give us anything. Nobody is really going to try to give us a handout, so we got to do things for ourselves. So that's what we're really trying to do. We're trying to be the mentors and be the helpers that the campus really doesn't have. Some things that I get from Men of Color is just support. I know that I can come here, be myself at any time. I ain't got to worry about being censored. I ain't got to worry about what somebody is saying. Ain't no judgments. There's nothing like that here. It's just 100% just raw, real, positive energy here, and that's what you need. So everybody should come check out Men of Color. We meet Wednesdays from 6 to 8. Definitely come check us out. Come get fulfilled. You'll be good.